On 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Mirotic in the small forward. Pass to Sullinger. Gibson with the steal. Down low. Here's Butler. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, quick hands on the steal, and then just bad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Crowder with the steal. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Outside for Thomas. Right wing. Second chance shot. Count that one.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Rose kicks to Butler.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
And stolen by Butler. Finishes the break with a slam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Dishes it to Crowder. Inside. And stolen by Mirotic. Here's Butler. Rebound Boston.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Break for Hoiberg.
Hold on quick, man.
Rob, bring me my charger now. Yeah, it should be in the kitchen somewhere. Done with the John right now? You can take a little break. Go up there with him now. Oh, no.
You done? All right.
It's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
Yeah, I just gave it back to you because you got 5 seconds.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And the wide open shot from Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Rose has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thomas again. It's Rose. Kicks it out to Bradley. The shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Johnson with the block. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Now, here's Rose. Good-looking screen by Gasol. From the arc. That is good. Gasol's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And Thomas, here we go. Here's Sullinger. That's good.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
The Bulls leading by 3. Rose gets to Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Thomas, it's a wide open look. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Crowder, the pass to Thomas. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. And the shot no good, a bit short. Rose with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Thomas with the steal. Sullinger dishes to Thomas. Johnson the screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Thomas, no luck. Chicago leading. Rose kicks to Gibson. It's stolen by Bradley. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Outside for Sullinger. Johnson left side. Just his first attempt. Can't get it to go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Takes the 3. Mirotic gets the bucket. Mirotic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Thomas. And Gibson sends it back. And here they go. And Mirotic throws it down.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Chicago making some changes. Noah comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Portis in for Taj Gibson. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions, and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really moving ahead in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for that.
Brooks checked in for the Bulls. Celtics trail by 7. And part of the reason why the Celtics are ahead of schedule in their rebuild is because of Coach Brad Stevens. He has everyone on the same page.
You know what? You talk around the league about Coach Stevens, and other coaches are just astounded by his work ethic. People around the league think he's already a top coach and could be one of the greats by the time he's done if he stays at the professional level.
There's Thomas with the 3. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Butler kicks to Brooks.
Why the fuck do it seem like my niggas is not matched up though?
Shot's good on the assist by Butler. And now it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. Bradley against Butler. Elbow shot. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Butler's got 8 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Steps back and fires. The shot no good.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Ring shot on the way. And Jared Sullinger pulls it down.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Crowder hits it from 3-point range.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Brooks against Thomas. And there's the pass to Portis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Here's Noah. Boom, he jams it straight down.
you could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That is his first foul of the game. Turner's checked in for the Celtics. And stolen by Mirotic. The Bulls leading by 10. The dish to Butler. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Butler's got 12 in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Now a timeout called by Boston. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Boston with the ball. A 12-point game.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team in the way they approach the game.
Clock at 2. Bradley, no one around him. Boston again missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some... form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
Back to Brooks. Mirotic inside. Turner covering. Here's Butler. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Butler. He's already got 12 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Johnson the screen. Thomas passes to Sullinger. Left side, Bradley. Misses the wing J.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Brooks with no one around. And he can't bank that one in. Bradley against Butler. Shoots. That doesn't go either for Thomas. The Bulls leading by 12. Down low. And it's Butler with the jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Offensive rebound. Noah, the pass to Portis. Tries yet again. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Bulls have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Celtics trail by 15. Now here's Smart. D right on him. Cannot hit. Great defense that time from Noah. Heinrich dishes to Brooks. Back to Heinrich. He could go. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Bulls out front, up by 15. Stay. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
They've got Evan Turner. Zeller is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Smart, and it's Hunter in it, the 2 guard. That's the Boston 5. Noah the screen. Here's Portis. There's the pick. Kicks to McDermott. Portis, the pass to Noah. And stolen by Zeller.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that. And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Here's Smart. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Will not go. This is off the front iron. McDermott kicks to Heinrich. The tray. The rebound by the Celtics. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Zeller dishes to Olynyk. Stolen by Noah. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, you know, last season I thought the Celtics made some strong waves in the East. I mean, they kept fighting and fighting all season long, and they ended up in the playoffs because of that never-give-up attitude.
Let's get it.
Rose is checked in. Celtics trail by 15. And for the Celtics, 28 of their 40 wins on the season came against the East. Not impressive, but it got the job done in a conference which could be had at times, obviously.
That's true, but what should be noted, Kevin, about the Celtics against the East is just how well they played against the Eastern Conference playoff teams.
Right.
I mean, against the East top 8, they shot a lot better and executed a lot better as well. So you can see them stepping up their game against the competition.
Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Turner with the steal. Here's Hunter. Out to Turner. Kirk Heinrich with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Noah kicks to Rose. Turner with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Knocked away. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Rose with the ball. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Noah the screen from the high post. The Bulls keep it alive. Heinrich, right side. The kick out to Rose. Here's Noah. And again, Chicago. No good. Celtics trailed by 15. Smart misses.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Count the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Some changes for Boston. David Lee checked in for Zeller. Young comes in for Turner. And it's Avery Bradley in for Hunter. Pau Gasol is checked in for Chicago.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injuries. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Smart kicks to Olynyk. McDermott with the double team. Smart wide open, he fires. It's good from about 19 feet. Smart's got his first bucket in this one.
Assist from.
And, you know, back to D. Rose, he grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's south side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Smart passes to Lee. Oh, trying for it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bradley. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Back to Heinrich. It's stolen by Bradley. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Got a piece of it.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one, Clark.
Yeah, as a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Johnson comes in for David Lee. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Young. Kicks it out to Johnson. Smart. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Smart kicks to Johnson. Smart with the ball. Gasol covering. Smart dishes to Bradley. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Avery Bradley.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that's never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta make a comeback then.
Now Thomas. He's got 7. It's Bradley on the wing. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Chicago leading by 21. Outside Rose. Gasol setting the pick.
Bang, bang.
And the serious dunk to finish it off.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
The 3 from Thomas. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Noah's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. The rebound by Johnson.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Goes up and finished off by Gasol.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And here's Smart. In the corner, Bradley with it. 6 to shoot. Boston again
You gotta make the
missing.
wide open fucking
Now
shots,
here's
yo.
Rose,
Come
the
on.
fast break opportunity. Nice shot by McDermott.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Double team on Thomas. Pass to Bradley. Smart kicks to Johnson. Celtics passing it around. Thomas inside. He has 7. Bradley. Sullinger passes to Johnson. Here's Thomas. Plenty of space. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. 9 points for Isaiah Thomas. Rose up on top. Guarded by Bradley. Gasol kicks to Heinrich. And Smart with a clear path to the...
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And really, the Bulls weathered a lot of injuries last season and still had a good showing in the East. Came away with the 3 seed when many thought they would sink down after missing so many games from key players.
Boston making some changes. Yarebko comes in for Amir Johnson. And Jake Crowder's subbed in for Marcus Smart. Chicago also making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Noah. Tony Snell comes in for McDermott. And it's Butler in for Kirk Heinrich. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. And he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
The Bulls leading by 23. Outside Rose. Mirotic sets the screen for Butler. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Gasol. Jared Sullinger pulls it in. Sullinger's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Crowder. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And that one's good.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Thomas against Rose. Outside Thomas. This one for 3. Can't get it to go. And the Bulls going the other way now.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. And the Celtics with possession here. Lets it go with the 3. Yarebko can't get it to go. Rose attacking. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Boston shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. The 3 from Thomas. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Got that bucket in no time at all. That's 7 points for Nikola Mirotic.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Kicks it out to Bradley. And Gasol comes to help. Takes the 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Butler on the way. And the 3 off target. The Celtics shoot 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. They get it again. Here's Sullinger. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Yarebko. Turner comes in for Crowder. Hunter's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And he misses all 3. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Mirotic gets the bucket. "19 seconds left to play here in the half. Boston with the ball. Stolen by Rose. In transition, here come the Bulls. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 assists.
almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they...
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Bulls out front, opening up a huge gap. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
She's back in this game, fellas.
Margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
I tell you what, it's a pleasure to watch him when he's at the helm, because of that first half, offensively, he was in a zone.
It sure is a treat to watch him, guys. I mean, everything's been running through him, and he's doing a fantastic job keeping the offense clicking.
Taking a look at the Bulls. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Mirotic in the 3 slot. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long Clark as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean,
right.
You rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Thomas kicks to Sullinger. 5 on the clock. Outside for Thomas. Baseline jumper. Again, Thomas missing.
And with Powell, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Johnson wide open. He fires. Boston again missing.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Lee's checked in for Johnson. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas.
And a final point, guys, with Powell's career game. It's crazy to think that he did it while not being the first offensive option. I mean, he had been the go-to guy with his time in Memphis for so long.
The Celtics have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. And Gasol comes to help. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it. And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
It's Bradley on the wing. Lee in the posts, working on Gibson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And David Lee missing time early last season with that hamstring injury also opened the door up for Draymond Green to kind of take that starting power forward role. And give Lee credit, though. Didn't sulk, just threw himself into his new role as a super sub.
And he sinks the second. Greg, you're talking about David Lee, the two-time All-Star. Pretty much a starter most of his career, though. A big change, Clark, as he came off the bench this past season after he was injured in the preseason.
Yeah, you know, you think about his game, though, Kevin. Highly skilled, mobile, smart. Gives you energy and scoring. I think he's ideal coming off the bench.
That's good.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Now here's Smart. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Smart's got 6.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Crowder with the steal. Here's Bradley. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, taking himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have to maximize that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Outside Bradley. To the wing right side. Here's Sullinger. Hits the three-point bomb. Sullinger's got 10 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually
Really?
been ugly to see.
Butler kicks to Gibson. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Now here's Smart. He's covered by Rose. Smart kicks to Crowder. Gasol with the steal. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Wide open. And the shot's good from Crowder. 10 points for him. Chicago leading by 18. Right side, Butler. Tries from 10. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Butler's got 18 points.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And the Celtics making a change here. Turner's checked in. The Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
Rose kicks to Butler. No good. The Celtics have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And it's Turner off the drive. Here's Lee. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
Hunter's checked in for the Celtics. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Smart.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, they were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
Thomas with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Boston again missing. Here's Butler. Gibson dishes to Butler.
Pretty early to be over the limit, Kevin.
This nigga can't get a fucking board, and he's right there.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far. The free throw drops for Butler.
You know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Boston. Urebko comes in for David Lee. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Rose against Thomas. Clock at 6. There's the pick. Can they get it? Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
And Gasol gets it to go.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
It's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
And that one's good.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Joakim Noah's checked in for Pau Gasol. And both free throws good for Rose.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
Here's Turner. And a miss there on the triple. And they're pushing it up. Oh, and the jam by Butler. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Chicago. It's stolen by Heinrich. Puts up a 3. The Bulls keep it alive.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
At the line for 2.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And guys, Kirk Heinrich, a steady, reliable point guard, but not last season. Something went severely wrong with his shot to the point where he suffered career-low shooting percentages from the field and from three-point.
Boston again missing. Down low. Noah kicks to Gibson. The rebound by the Celtics.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint. Right now, it's really eluding him. And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Noah the screen from past the arc. And it's Kirk Heinrich with the 3. Heinrich's got 5 points so far.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting.
But really, I ain't got much to say, though.
Getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
It's stolen by Heinrich. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Celtics ball.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
It's deflected. Gibson with the steal. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. That free throw, no good.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bulls. McDermott comes in for Mirotic. Bulls made the postseason for the 10th time in their last 11 seasons last year. They have become a fixture, Greg, in the playoffs in the East.
And how about last season, Kevin, had that interdivision matchup in their first round against the up-and-coming Bucks. Some hiccups for them in that series, but they were able to prevail.
They get the rebound. And Noah with the slam.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch. Boy, in that playoff series against the Bucks, the Bulls looked like they were primed for an upset as they started slowly, eventually pulled it together, and came in as the underdogs against the Cavs.
And the Cavs knocked out the Bulls in 6 games. Bulls went up 2-1 in the series, but didn't have an answer for LeBron. Strong effort from the Bulls, though, but they just couldn't match the firepower of the Cavs.
Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never a winning club.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, actually excellent talent to make it special, and that combination is a winning one.
Here's your Repco, all alone.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that. Of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
For 3, Heinrich. And that one's good.
For 3.
Heinrich's got 8.
And you talk about the Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register 1 win against every other team in the league back in 2015.
Shooting for Boston.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
2 shots.
And both free throws good from Heinrich.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. In transition, here come the Bulls. 3-pointer, Butler. Rebounded by Urepko. Here's Turner. Whoa!
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Bulls running away with it. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Turner is up there with Yarebko. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Olynyk. And it's Hunter in it, the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Shot clock at 6. Heinrich with the steal. And now in transition is Heinrich. Here we go. And Brooks gets it to go.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Man, it doesn't get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
Yarebko can't get it to go.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Stolen by Brooks. And oh, here we go. Brooks, nobody back. And Hunter gets it to go.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable. They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. The Celtics shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Bradley passes to Johnson. Smart. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. And that's now 9 points for Marcus Smart. Feeds to McDermott. Launches a three. The rebound by the Celtics. Bradley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Johnson with the jam. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Brooks dishes to Noah. Here's Portis. That misses off the backboard. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Sullinger. And again, Boston with the triple. And so here is Chicago. Brooks, the pass to Portis. And again, no good by Chicago. And here's Boston. They've got an 8-0 run. In the corner, Smart with it.
I not mean to pass it.
And here we go, the Bulls, fast break. Heinrich's got the ball. Portis, the pass to Heinrich. From 13, can't get it to go. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Here's Crowder. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
This is why I can't have you out.
Portis
You touch
got
everything.
7 rebounds in the game. Brooks, the pass to Portis. Noah with a screen on Johnson. Inside. Got a hand on it. But they recover it. 4 on the shot clock. The 3-ball. And he gets it to go. And 11 points for Doug McDermott.
Boy, this team has really been on the offensive glass here in the second half, doing an outstanding job. And that's one of the reasons they're on top.
Bradley drives in. Johnson right side. And he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Brooks misses. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
You know, no time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
And Chicago shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. He feeds it to Noah. Wide open look. That misses off the backboard. Celtics on offense. They're on a 12-3 run. And he gets it to go.
Where are you going?
17 points for Avery Bradley.
Way to work it up quick. That's a nice break.
Pass to Portis. Here's Heinrich. He kicks it to Noah. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol is changing for Noah. And it's Rose in for Aaron Brooks. Here's Sullinger. Kicks it out to Bradley. No good on the 3.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moments. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis. Tony Snell comes in for McDermott. And it's Butler in for Kirk Heinrich. And Gibson kicks to Butler. Shoots over Bradley. The kick out to Rose. The feed to Gibson. And Butler, here we go. There's Rose with the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 19 points for Derrick Rose.
Where you going, buddy? Huh? You was over there that you keep crawling over
Now
there.
a timeout called by Boston.
And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to.
All right, I'll put you back in the walker and you'll be crying.
It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And, you know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Olynyk, he's checked in for Sullinger. Lee comes in for Johnson. Young's checked in for Bradley. And Thomas subbed in for Smart. Thomas kicks to Crowder. Picked by Lee. Here's Thomas. No good off the front iron.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it, and credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
Just 3 to shoot. Rose dishes to Gibson. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's Young finishing it off.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
And you do. You have to have both ends of that play, and they were fantastic on that one.
Olynyk with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Kept alive by Boston. Now here's Crowder. Defense is right there. And Young, here we go. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. That's good on the jump shot.
It's pretty simple, guys. It's not complicated. The solution to ending this run will be to get back and actually be serious about playing some defense here.
Yeah, they're getting beat down the floor. And really, unless you're going to the glass, you have got to sprint back defensively.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Over to the left wing. Puts up a three. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas.
That's his third personal foul.
Gasol drives in. Good D by Thomas. The Celtics have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. And that's not even close.
I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
And Young kicks to Thomas. There's a good screen. Here's Olynyk. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 8th assist in the game.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Here's Rose. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
From downtown, Olynyk can't hit. Well, Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Throws down the alley-oop slam. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Young outside. He dishes it to Olynyk. Lets it go with a three. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Gasol.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
Here's Thomas. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Young's shot is off.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Outside Thomas. Dishes it to Crowder. Screen by Lee. Just 5 on the clock. And Young, here we go. The shot misses.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Here's Crowder. Boston again missing.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Thomas goes in. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Tell you what, as well as he shot in the last quarter, Kevin, it's a total flip here in this one. He just can't get anything to go in the basket.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Derrick Rose. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Jimmy Butler. 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. And watching Amir Johnson Clark, he seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint, and he's carried that air about him almost his entire career.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in-traffic rebounds. Those both are valuable assets.
And talking about Amir Johnson, he's really the last of a discontinued model, if you will. When the Pistons called his name in the 2005 NBA draft, the year before the rookie age limit was put in place, he became the last 18-year-old drafted into our league. And it did take him a number of years to kind of get up to the pro speed.
Here's Bradley. Here's Sullinger. No good. Great D that time from Gibson. Rose kicks to Butler. Gasol passes to Rose. Leaves it up and in off the pretty assist.
Assist from.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special feeling there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. So that will be
Good
a
run,
second
man.
foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Rose drops them both. Outside Thomas. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. So long.
He got a 59-3. Shots at 28. Damn, boy. You niggas must have been mad at somebody. He had 18 boys, he had 17. Well, top 41%. You must have been mad.